So I wanted to make a little video to show some love for my XS10 for any of the XS10 owners out there. One of my mates called it the sexy 10, which I absolutely loved because it is a sexy little camera. Hey, what's going on? And welcome to my new little setup. If you've watched the previous video, then you'll know I am now settled in to my new place. And yeah, we've been trying to configure the space as best as possible. And yeah, we decided this little area would become a place that we could get our work done. Obviously it's a little bit bare at the moment. We're gonna get some artwork up on here, but that is being configured and added to. So you will see that develop as you follow along. So with that out of the way, today's video will be delving into what I believe is one of the underdog street photography cameras for Fujifilm, and that is the Fujifilm XS10. So let's start by looking at some of my favourite images that I've created, that I've captured on this camera. This video isn't in any way trying to convince you to purchase one of these cameras, nor is it a technical review. I'm just a man telling everybody out there about my experience with my loved, well-used Fujifilm XS10. This video is centered around street and travel photography, and to me the XS10 covers both those genres really well. The XS10, in my opinion, seems to be one of those outlier cameras. Is it just the ugly duckling of the Fujifilm cameras? I don't know, but I'm here to say it's not an ugly duckling to me, and it's been an absolute pleasure to use one of these for the past 2 years. Now, we all know about the hype of the Fujifilm cameras at the moment. It's been going on for a while. They come in all shapes and sizes. A lot to be admired in the Fujifilm cameras and a lot of features that make them great everyday cameras to use. For me, I got into the Fujifilm system as I was and still am obsessed with street photography. The art of street photography is what drew me in to make me want to buy a camera, and I knew way back then that I needed something through various videos and books and other information that I needed something that probably wouldn't draw too much attention to myself and something that I could just carry around all day. But for some reason, there seems to be so much hype around such cameras as the X100 lineup, the XH workhorses, the legendary Rangefinder S X Pros, the XE series, which are small, compact, those really discreet cameras, and not to forget the XT line with those traditional Fujifilm retro dials. However, in my time of owning the Fujifilm XS10, there wasn't or didn't seem to be too much hype around the XS series. Why is that? The newer XS20 feels like it was overshadowed by its, some would call it the bigger brother, the XH2S. And I haven't seen too many people using it. I've seen a few people on Instagram rocking it. Just a little quick one, sorry if you use that camera. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and feelings around that camera. I'd really love to hear from you. And then that leaves the XS10. Where's the love for it? So a quick little list of positives and negatives that I've found. So the positives, it's compact. It fits in some of my coat pockets. It has a great deep grip, which I absolutely love, which has been, yeah, fundamental for me in this camera. 4 custom dials to set up as you wish. You get to use Fuji's lineup of lenses, as it is not a fixed lens camera, just like the X100 series. A great layout of buttons. Within this little system, you get 26 megapixels, which is enough for a lot of people. Some of the negatives. The standard viewfinder isn't the best. Yeah, it's pretty rubbish in all honesty, but I brought this little adapter which was really cheap from Amazon, and it makes it so much better. It does protrude a little bit, but I don't know, adds to the aesthetics of the camera for me, and it's a lot more comfortable. It only has one SD card slot, which I know for some people is a no-go, and especially for the price, you're probably thinking, well, I need 2 SD card slots. For me, for the past couple of years, for traveling, for street photography, one has done me well. I've had no problems with it. It has an APS-C size sensor, if that's a negative these days. Video side, it doesn't shoot 10-bit internally, that comes externally, so it only shoots 8-bit. Now that's me being really picky with the negatives. The XS10 is considered a hybrid camera, and I did start with the intention of using it as a hybrid camera, and for the past couple of years I have been filming on it. Not to say that the video is bad, but I have realized that this is, to me, a more photocentric camera, and that's where it seems to shine a little bit more. So focusing on the photography side of that, attach a nice lens to this little bad boy and you've got yourself a mini powerhouse. My go-to lenses for this little camera are the original Fujifilm 18 f2 and the 35 1.4. The 35 1.4 is on my X Pro 1 over there, and the 18 on that is minuscule. It also comes with IBIS, so that really helps when I'm using my old vintage lenses. This is the Helios 44-2 with the adapter, and on that, yeah, it protrudes a little bit, but still a lightweight package. I really do love using vintage manual lenses on these newer digital bodies. It is a lot of fun to use. And with Fujifilm's focus peaking, yeah, it's usually not out of focus, but if it's out of focus, that's just a skill issue. Now, my recent purchase of another camera has made me realize that the video capabilities in the Fujifilm XS10 isn't as good, and I've realized what I've kind of been missing out on. My recent pickup of the Lumix S5, which is filming right now, and exploring the video capabilities of that, it just seems so much better. So just to be aware, the Fujifilm XS10 does shoot video. It's not completely bad and unusable, but there are of course better systems out there which would be better if you're looking for more video-centric specs. I love this camera. It holds a lot of memories for me. Now, I've probably taken around 12,000 images on this camera in the past couple of years, which I'm starting to realize is not a lot of photos at all. Since starting to do more professional doing portrait photography and shooting up to 2,000 images per day, I have realized that I've been quite laid back with this camera, and there is still a hell of a lot of life left in this Fujifilm XS10. So I think I'm gonna have to keep it. This camera has been to India for 3 months with me. It has lived through a Holi festival where people were throwing paint and water. It has still got remnants of, yeah, colour on this where I haven't cleaned it properly. And it all adds to the charm and the memory of this little camera, which is why I won't be selling it. So rounding things off, who is this camera for? And is it just one of those cameras that is just superseded by the other Fuji cameras in their lineups? In my opinion, if you can find this camera for a good price, then I would consider picking one up. It is a great camera to start off with, and it is a great camera in general. It will do more than enough to fulfill your Fujifilm needs. The lightweight compactness, the 26 megapixels, and that deep grip is really what sells it for me. You know, there are probably better Fujifilm cameras out there on the Fujifilm market. Taking into consideration the Fujifilm X-T3 or the X-T4, you can pick them up for about the same price. I haven't used them specifically, but I've heard absolutely great things, and I think the X-T3 is becoming more and more of a legendary camera. Also, you have other full frame cameras which could be sitting around the same price. Again, you're probably sacrificing size, weight for the full frame setup against the smaller APS-C lightweight setup.
Alright, thanks for watching and listening to me rambling on about my love for the XS10. Enjoy some more photos of my beloved camera, and I'll see you soon.